You're listening to Soap Dirt, the latest in television entertainment news.
Hey, Bold and the Beautiful fans, I've got your early weekly spoilers for July 7th through the 11th. We are going to have Liam's death date, and looks like Sheila's getting redeemed. It's Belinda from Soap Dirt. If you are not following, please reach down, click that subscribe button. As we always do on early edition day, we're going to start with what is happening the rest of this week and then dive into what's coming next week. So on Wednesday, July 2nd, Steffy and Taylor are in for a shock when they see what Hayes brought home from school. Remember, Luna showed up at Hayes art school pretending to be Sunshine, the happy-go-lucky origami expert, but she's actually Hayes' evil stepsister. So she was helping Hayes make a special origami to take home to his mom. I wonder if it's going to be something really sinister, like a gun. I mean, Luna's an absolute nut bar. So we'll see. It could be a little half moon, some kind of Luna hint, but it's going to be some kind of sign that Hayes might have been near Luna. They may ask him to describe Sunshine, the origami instructor. Meanwhile, Remy was talking with Sheila on Tuesday. That conversation should carry over. I'm really hoping Remy fills in Sheila about running into Luna at the shooting range. I hope he is very forthcoming and mentions that she was shooting a picture of Steffy and got a bullseye right between her eyes. Remy really owes it to Sheila to come completely clean about everything he knows, and Remy needs to tell Sheila that Luna has got a gun. That is info I think Sheila needs and doesn't have right now. And, Remy has been on the receiving end of good things from Sheila, although she's, of course, breaking the rules by even talking to the kid. But maybe if he helps out, maybe Deacon will relent on him. I actually like Christian Weissmann. I wouldn't mind him sticking around, but he's borderline irredeemable because of that whole dirty, sketchy Photoshop thing he did. Thursday, July 3rd, over at the art school, Luna makes the art teacher lure Steffy over there. And of course, it's just down the beach because it's the old Spencer Beach house. It was Wyatt's. And then RJ, who has disappeared into the ether with no explanation, used to live there. And now it's an art school. So Luna being at the school is absolutely going to horrify Steffy. And of course, she's going to see the poor teacher has been tied up and gagged. It's all too much. Steffy knows what Luna is capable of. So she is, of course, scared for her life and the teacher's life. And Sheila panics because it's going to fully sink in what Luna plans to do on her way out of LA. Remember, she said she had one thing to do, and it looks like that is to kill Steffy Forrester. After talking to Remy, I think Sheila is going to clearly see there is zero hope of redemption for Luna. After this shift in attitude, of course, Sheila is going to confirm to Deacon at some point that she does think some people deserve life in prison, which says a lot coming from Sheila because she knows how terrible prison is, having been there herself, and she loves Luna, and she really, really tried to help her start a new life. But now Sheila is solely focused on stopping Luna and protecting Steffy so that her son Finn doesn't have any more heartbreak. Meanwhile, over at the hospital, Grace and Finn talk about Liam's grim prognosis on his cancerous brain tumor, probably new scans, new test results. Also on Thursday, Grace gives Liam some grim news. If he did not take Grace up on the offer of treatment and he waited to think about it, obviously that's going to make Liam's outcome worse. There's no way that he's been getting chemo or radiation or we would have seen him looking sick, tossing his cookies and losing his hair. Most people have seen somebody close to them or in their family going through cancer treatment. So we all know what the side effects look like. And Liam has clearly not been experiencing those. On Friday, July 4th, it is supposed to be a new episode. There is a chance of a last minute preemption. So keep an eye on your DVR. And if it's a rerun, delete it so your Monday episode will tape properly. Sheila goes over to Malibu to see Taylor on Friday, and after some discussion, Sheila is able to convince Taylor to tell tell her where Steffy is. After talking with Remy, Sheila's obviously increasingly alarmed, knowing Luna is out to permanently end Steffy. So to convince Taylor to give her the info she needs, Sheila's probably going to tell Taylor about her last chat with Luna and her saying she had one thing to take care of before she left LA. And of course, Sheila's afraid that one thing is killing Steffy to get her out of the way for good. But at least Hayes is safe at home, so Steffi's the one in danger. Taylor is going to tell Sheila that after the teacher reached out, Steffy went over to the art school. Sheila's going to rush over there to hopefully intervene. Meanwhile, Steffy's afraid Luna is going to kill her. Luna's waving her gun around. The teacher's tied up. Steffy is truly scared because Luna is over the top, bat crap crazy, ranting and raging about Steffy keeping her away from her father, Finn. And Luna says she needs to get through to Steffy. And, you know, she's not going to talk her down. Hopefully Steffy will just play nice, maybe tell her some lies, but that's not really in her nature. And of course, Luna thinks Steffy is the root of all her problems, you know, not because she's a double murderer or anything. Ridge promises Liam and Hope that the cops will find Luna. We'll see. And Liam has a discussion with Hope about his cancer prognosis and the bad news he got from Grace. Liam's got a bottle of prescription pills in his hands. Hopefully, it's a new and stronger medication. He tells Hope that he wants as much time as he can get. But if Liam waited all this time to begin his cancer treatments, that's just insane or bad writing, or just B&B dropped the ball. Back to bad writing. The week of July 7th through 11th, Steffy is in grave life or death danger. So on Friday, with Luna ranting and waving her gun, Steffi's terrified that Luna might actually kill her. And it looks like this is going to carry over into Monday's episode. Steffi's in big trouble if somebody doesn't stop Luna. Sheila is desperate. I think originally, after talking to Taylor on Thursday, Sheila was supposed to go to the art school to try and stop Luna on Friday to give us that good cliffhanger Friday moment. But everything got pushed out a day by a news preemption, not this week, but last week. So Luna going out with a bang should happen this week instead. Sheila bursts into the school and is absolutely horrified by what she sees. The teacher tied up, Luna in her green and black murder leathers, and Steffy scared to death. This might be the first time ever that Steffy is going to be glad to see Sheila Carter come into a room. Obviously, Sheila's going to try and talk Luna into stopping and just leaving LA. But I think Sheila not taking Luna's side may push her granddaughter to the fringe of her already dicey sanity. But Sheila is going to do whatever she has to do to save Steffy. Deacon is going to be very worried about Sheila. Bridget Forrester returns this week. Originally, she was supposed to be back on Monday the 7th, but probably is pushed to Tuesday the 8th. Likely she's back for Liam's cancer storyline. Liam takes the next step available to him in his treatment. Jacqueline Wood is out soon on maternity leave, but it was either son number 3 or 4 where she filmed a lot of scenes ahead to cover her absence, so it was barely noticeable. So we'll see if that's how they do it, because Liam's alleged death storyline moves to the front burner, and Steffy obviously would be part of that. We've also got the Italy stuff taking center stage with Nick and Ridge and Brooke coming to the forefront to consume most of the episodes.
Thank you for being a loyal listener. Follow us wherever you get your podcast, because you don't want to miss the next episode. Soap Dirt is on all the major podcast platforms, including Apple Podcast, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and more.